You know, some say that you shouldn't control yourself. Just let it go.
Let it go.
Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But stuff. You're getting punched in the dick.
There needs to be more Street Shark references.
I say who?
That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underqualified and Overcompensated podcast. I am your fucking host with the least most. I am Rhodes. That took all of my limited fake motivation.
Yep, we're done. Good night, everybody.
Resources. That's it. You only have so much for the day, and it's Saturday, which means I used up 90% of my reserves Monday through Friday.
All gone.
I only have so much left. And the fact that I didn't nap all day took up the other 9%. That was the last 1% of it.
No, I really needed a nap today. That should have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
I
to
thought about it.
the Old and Aging podcast.
I am your host, Wrinkly Ballsack Rhodes. Don't stare. It just gets worse.
You know, now that you mention it.
As I said, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the least most. I am Rhodes. I am here to guide you through this shit show we call life. And in that shit show we call life, you know, in the darkness, as you're wading through the dumpster fire that is this reality, you're just wading through the light at the end of the tunnel. And some say that's death. Some say that's the afterlife. Valhalla, ladies and gentlemen, I say that is, to my left, your right, the beautiful, beautiful Rico.
Hey, I'm Rico. Normally I'm powered by bourbon. Today I'm powered by coffee. It's been that kind of week.
And there's no bourbon in the coffee, so
it's just straight coffee. What a weird thing.
Yeah,
Who
the
does
world
that?
is upside down.
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. You know, even Friday, yesterday, there was a point at 16:30 where I was like, I'm about to just lay on the floor in this office face down, and this feels totally acceptable to me right now.
When you were on shift?
No, this was just the end of the workday, and we were. This was, you know, because we're getting ready to go on our fucking picante.
Spicy vacation.
No, picante.
The mild, the medium vacation.
Made in New York, fucking spicy sauce.
Taco Bell mild.
Barely, but barely. And so we're like, you know, we're prepping for that stuff. And I was like, you know what? That 1300 came around, and I was like, you know what? I am done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. And then 1400 came around. When is formation? 1500 came around. Holy fuck! I'm just gonna lay on this floor face down in front of everybody, and I don't care who walks in.
That is one of the things I'm not looking forward to, is going back to a unit that has, you know, end of the day, end of the week, Friday formations. I have gotten so used to just this generic shitbaggery that is the hospital, and not having to deal with that shit. And I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to have to deal with that. And I'm not okay with it. It was a waste of time. We're in the South, so you know in August, we're just going to be sweating our fucking balls off. And I would say, you know, at least I'm not wearing a fucking Stetson, which is literally an oven on my head. But you know what? At least I liked the Stetson. I felt like I looked good in a Stetson.
$1 million, guaranteed.
I believe so. I feel like it fills out my aesthetic. It looks very nice on me. I wear it very well. I have the head shape for it. So at least I looked good while I was sweating bullets. Just streams of just not even that bead of sweat that goes down your back to your butt crack and like whispers over your butthole and kind of makes you perk up a little bit. Yeah, there's no perking up because it is just a river. going down my butt, just into my boots, and then everyone, fucking release to your troops, and everyone goes to attention, and you just hear squashing because there's so much fluid, just butt crack sweat.
You clearly perspire way more than me, and I thought I was an excessive perspirer.
See, I don't, but now that I'm actually I fully shave my head,
Yep,
it's going to be worse than what it's been in the past, because
that's true. That's a thing.
Yeah,
it is.
And you don't have hair to catch your sweat.
No,
a lot of people don't think that about bald people. Like, man, you're sweating a lot. I'd be like, yeah, you just can see it. I'm not sweating any more than you.
It's got no place to go but down.
Like when I teach fucking jujitsu and shit, I'm pouring fucking sweat, just pouring. I look so much more wet than everyone else.
Plight.
Oh yeah, I look so much, but as an advantage, they can't grab me because I'm so fucking sweaty.
It's so slippery. We should address it.
When I stand
Speaking
in
of slippery,
yeah,
Tyler cannot be here today. He has been out in the field all week and he lost his voice. We miss you, buddy. Hope you feel better.
Which means someone fucked up a lot.
They yell at somebody all
He was
fucking
just
week.
yelling at someone all week. Just yelling at that one private. Like he had one of mine.
Why are you even here?
Like he had one of my old privates that you just constantly just fucking. Why are you? Go away. Just don't be around me for the next 40 minutes. If I see you within that 40-minute timeline,
shut your fucking face. Oh my God.
I can't promise what will happen to you. You're so done yelling that your voice just gets scarily monotoned. And it's not even a knife hand anymore. It's just a lackadaisical weapon at this point that you're just very calmly waving at them as you're like, just go away.
I cannot, I can't vibe with that situation. I fortunately have never had to yell at anyone. I've never had to yell at anyone.
I don't yell at people. I hate those NCOs that we've all had in the past. That over the smallest shit or the biggest shit, there's no medium. There's no what the level's going to be, regardless if it's small or big. They have the same reaction. It's full bore, 100% all the time. Their ROE is fucking batshit crazy from the start. And I hate those people that immediately they start yelling at their soldiers like they're not also grown adult men.
Crazy. And
then disparage them while they're yelling at them like they're also not full-grown adult men. And I hate that. So I always keep myself calm. And even when I'm like fucking pissed, I always keep myself calm. But I disparage just enough to let them know that they fucked up. Because if you're being a fucking idiot, I'm just going to look at you very calmly and go, hey, man, I'm going to need you to stop acting like a fucking idiot. But I won't yell at you because, again, you are a grown adult man. And if it wasn't for the fact that you have been instilled with this unnatural necessity of following the rank on my chest, you would assault me for yelling at you.
Apparently, Austin turned into a fucking monster. His words, not ours, when he got the slightest bit of power.
We've all known that guy. We've all known that guy. And I had friends that were like, dude, as soon as you pick up 5, you're going to be that guy. I'm like, okay, obviously we're not as good friends as I thought we were because we all know that's false.
Speaking of false stuff, where do you want to...
Are you just going to read down a list of everything?
where do we even want to start this week?
I don't fucking know.
I've got about 2% battery in me. I'm trying to recharge.
Before we do that, I need you to make a decision for me.
Sure.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So I'm gonna pour myself some of this Viking blood.
The shit is that?
It's honey wine. It's mead. 19%
like
alcohol. This shit. This shit's got a fucking bite to it, bro.
Okay. What are the other options?
So I'm pouring that regardless. But should I have this dope ass little can called El Jefe?
What is it? I don't know.
It's a German style Hefeweizen from Texas.
Why does it have like a fucking Ford Mustang on it?
Right? I don't know. I'm very confused, but it's fucking dope, though. It's like a anti-apocalyptic. I don't know. And then I was also confused. I looked at it and I was like, oh, maybe it's like fucking Mexican-style beer. It's called El Jefe with an H. I get that now. Hefeweizen, El Jefe. Yeah. I get that, but also why?
I can go for a Radler real hard right now.
A preamble.
You just find the weirdest shit.
It's at fucking HEB, man. It's the Armed Forces Brewing Company, the official beer of freedom.
Okay. So Austin gave us some context. He was in charge of a detail that only involved folding chairs, and you would have thought we were juggling live grenades. You lost 100%. It on dudes folding chairs.
Oh, come on. We've all been close to that edge when, like, you're just loading a truck, just simple shit, maybe of just pallets. But for some odd reason, it's the most complicated fucking process, and everyone else has a great idea on how to load a fucking pallet, and you're like, how about, and this is me just shooting from the hip here, put them in the back of the fucking truck. Put as many as you can back there. Then we're going to go somewhere to drop them off. We're going to back up real fucking fast in the LMTV, hit the fucking brakes. They're going to go out, and then we're going to come back and pick up more fucking pallets because for some odd reason, this battalion's motor pool is Pallet City. I don't know why, but we have all of them here.
It must be just stateside motor pools.
Oh, I was talking about Germany. I haven't stepped foot in a motor pool the last 3 years.
Oh, no. I feel like
I haven't stepped foot in a military vehicle in 3 years.
Go fuck your face.
Actually, that's incorrect. When I did Medical Master Gunner, they put us in the back of an LMTV for like 30 minutes.
Good. I'm glad. I hope it was the worst road in Fort Hood.
It wasn't that bad.
Lined with the bodies of people who didn't make it.
It was 2 a.m, so I couldn't see them, but they were there. You got to tell me which one to do, El Jefe or Preamble?
Let's go fucking Preamble. Let's
Preamble?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, we can get into the shit show of the news cycle that we have going on.
Yeah, why not? What have we got on the list today?
Yeah, I'll read the what's our overview here, ladies and gentlemen. I will read the overview.
Sure.
Yeah, just to give you a little bit of what we're going into. It's a wide array. It's not just political. Some of it's also, social justice. The picture, by the way, that Rico put up, fucking great job. Very well done. If you don't notice She-Hulk AOC, it's on you.
But she was 8 feet tall in the picture and still looked too subtle, so I had to add Pelosi and Ice Cream Biden.
Yeah, I didn't notice until you said AOC. And I was like, oh, that's her. And then I noticed all the things that were wrong with the proportions. I just thought she was just a person in the background. I'm trying to find Waldo in there somewhere. But Rico, beautiful picture.
Thank you. It was very subtle this week.
Human trafficking or distribution of assets. Is Black Ariel really a problem? And impossibly, the Dow crashed during the Inflation Reduction Act Jamboree. Is this the bad place?
I think it is the bad place.
I've been saying
this is definitely the bad place.
Oh,
you know what? Screw it. Let's go right into human trafficking or distribution of assets. So what happened this week?
Oh, this isn't going to go well. This is going to be the whole fucking podcast.
No, I mean, there's only so much you can
counterpoints, and you're immediately going to call me a leftist, and then
I only got I got 2 things to say about it, honestly, and you can't beat them no matter what the fuck you say. So.
Why are you so thick?
Yeah, that's the way I like it. So fucking Florida Governor DeSantis and Texas Governor Abbott, they're shipping people around the United States. And, some ended up very near to Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris's house. And 50, 50,
like her yard. Wouldn't that be funny if they just dropped it off in her garage?
Venezuelan migrants were dropped off to Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard.
Otherwise known as a place that neither one of us will ever go.
No.
No, I won't go because I'm too poor and they'll never let you in.
I just got to say I'm illegal. They'll let me in, but apparently I found out today already. They already shipped the 50 fuckers out of there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, they were very quickly overwhelmed.
50 dudes.
Was it 50? I thought it was more than that.
It was 50 in Martha's Vineyard. From I verified multiple reports today,
Okay.
and it said just 50 migrants, 50, ended up in Martha's Vineyard, and they lost their shit. Lost their fucking shit.
I mean, so my counterpoints
Okay.
as to why they could have lost their shit. Well, the only one counterpoint as to why they could have lost their shit.
Mhm.
No one announced to the authorities or the people of Martha's Vineyard that they were dropping off those immigrants at a bus station. So, of course, they could have been a little fucking discombobulated when all of a sudden 50 documented, federally tracked, sanctioned Venezuelans, right? They were not asylum seekers, but they were here. They were approved by the federal government, like they were in the system.
We're aware
already.
of them, but documented is a strong word.
Well, they're here. Those were legal immigrants. They came over. They filed for fucking asylum.
Yeah, because that's what we do now.
Yeah, they're approved asylum seekers from the government.
Everyone's approved.
Yeah,
you're approved. You're approved. Everyone's approved.
100%. Everyone can do it. But that's the only reason that I would say, like, okay, it makes sense that they were kind of fucking 10 sheets to the wind, because
50.
You just
50
all of a sudden come out of nowhere. Like, that's kind of a dick move. Like, you didn't at least, like, Abbott didn't at least call them and be like, while they're in the air, and be like, hey, just so, like, you know what the fuck's going on, here's 50 dudes.
No one's calling Texas and being like, hey, we have 19,000 people showing up a day.
Because they're sneaking in by Mexico. They're
not sneaking in. The gate's fucking open, dude.
Well, yeah, they're not. They're sneaking in, but there's really nothing to keep them out. But no one's sending them. It's a little different when people sneak in. If all of a sudden a bunch of people just like snuck into my yard, I'd be like, okay. But if you drove up and dropped off 100 people to go into my yard, you did that.
Counterpoint. These people are being asked if they would like to go to the areas they're being sent to. So it's not like they're just like, get in the fucking truck. AOC, and I thought the last 2 weeks, man, we haven't heard what happened to the squad.
We said that last week. Like,
what happened to the? They're so quiet.
Not heard fuck all on AOC. We're like, what has she been doing?
Oh, she back, baby. She back. I think I'm pretty sure we talked about GQ last week, and goddamn, some bitch this week, Governor Abbott. Fucking Governor DeSantis, according to AOC, you are racist. You are human trafficking. These people are being trafficked, Cody.
I mean, technically.
No, not even.
Well,
not even.
Technically, the movement of people from one place to the other.
For what? For what gain?
I don't know. I'm just saying technically. Yeah. If she wants
That's
to put
why
fucking
I don't even know why you put roads on your shit anymore. It's just left Luther.
Oh, no, I didn't say they were human traffickers. I was disparaging her use of the term.
Okay. I was confused. I thought you were agreeing with...
No, because anything can be anything.
How dare you, Austin? Twerking She-Hulk is a fucking legend, and she probably will join the squad, and then I'll have to reconsider my stance on the squad.
Well, not really, because, I mean, we hate AOC, but AOC could.
We love her, too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, no, I was disparaging the fact, because if you give broad stroke definition to anything, then you technically. Yes.
All right. So, okay.
Let me. You said for what gain, and there's a clear gain.
What's the gain?
It's spite and pettiness.
Financial gain?
Nope. Just spite and pettiness.
That's not human trafficking.
Not nothing. No, not anything.
Someone call Uno's not lawyer.
Anyone. Oh yeah. No, not anything that you could actually charge. They could be like, oh yeah, human trafficking because you gained pettiness. No, they can't actually charge them on pettiness. But let's be honest. The reason why
petty was a crime, we'd all be arrested.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm petty as fuck. I've been in too long not to be. But you can't. There's a reason why all Republicans are super stoked about this and are like, "Oh, crybaby Democrats at Martha Vineyard," because they're like, "Yeah, now you got a taste of what Texas has been fucking feeling." So it's a little bit of
19,000 a day.
and pettiness.
There are parts sorry, this is going to be for Cody's fucking mind picture. I don't know how many of you watching this live or after the fact have ever been to Salt Lake City and seen the homeless fucking compounds.
Fucking shit show.
There are parts of El Paso that look like that now because we have no place to house all these people.
Oh, I know because I drove through it.
I'm gonna go AOC on that one, Austin. I don't even know what young Nancy Pelosi looks like.
Well, now I'm fucking curious.
Is there even a young Nancy Pelosi? It's always old Pelosi.
I think there is because I don't know. Alex
Baldwin?
Schultz? No, the comedian Alex Schultz. He's all about Pelosi. And as he states, his words, not mine, those huge hangers.
What happened
We're
here?
both searching young Nancy Pelosi right now.
We're looking at we're checking
Pornhub you could ever put in
the old fappening to see if there were any leaks of
of old Polaroids
of old scrolls of Pelosi. There is no young Pelosi. This doesn't exist.
No,
Austin.
there are some young Pelosi, but it's just like a headshot.
I'm still gonna go. I'll take that AO cussy. I'm just saying, you know.
Oh no, I completely agree.
I think I found one young Pelosi, maybe. I don't know. I'm still gonna go for the AO cussy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Martha's Vineyard freaking out the Democrats as soon as they get a little bit of the feeling that it was. Now, do I think that it was handled the best way by the Republicans from the facts that I know of? Right, just what I know of. Doesn't mean it's the truth, but that's just what I know. Because I can only make an opinion on what I currently know. I wouldn't say it was handled the best.
I would say it was. It was handled
because they
pretty good.
did ask him, like, "Hey, do you want to go over?" Like, they had family in the area or whatever it may be, and okay, cool. They load him up. They send him over there. But apparently, according to sources from what I read, they also like handed out pamphlets for them. So once they got there, they could reach out to the proper people and tell them that, "Hey, we've changed states and we're over here now."
I'm over here now.
The pamphlet was incorrect. To purposely, no. It was to an entirely different organization. It wasn't like one letter was wrong.
Those immigrants were going to bring something to Martha's Vineyard that definitely it's currently not there. I agree.
It wasn't like a letter was wrong in the name or they missed a number, the area code was off. It was entirely wrong people that they should reach out to. So then they would end up defaulting on their asylum status and then immediately get deported.
Where did you hear this? I've seen so many reports that I haven't seen this. Give me your source.
This is from CNN. As I said, I don't know if it's true. But
it could be. I don't know everything.
I don't know. And it wasn't just the news anchors that's what they said. It was a press conference that I think the fucking mayor of Martha's Vineyard put out for it. So yeah.
Because who's gonna fact check that? No one. 0 people.
I don't know. I don't feel like doing it right now.
They probably saw Austin. They probably saw all the people, and they were like wondering where the mimosas are. Like, we have so much help today.
Yeah, this is great. I wonder if Alejandro would like more help with the yard.
So let me present this to you. If
Please.
These 2 Republican governors are trafficking, they're doing human trafficking, right? Go along on the ride for this one with me.
Okay.
What do you call it when old Joey Boombox moves kids in the middle of the night secretly? Is that called child trafficking then?
No. That's called freedom liberation.
Are you sure? Did you see that on CNN?
No. I'm just reaching into my bullshit hat, pulling out the closest piece of paper I could find.
That's all I'm saying.
I was just using my NCOER bullet writing skills and trying to fluff it up a little bit.
There have been so many planes that have
relocation of
left the
assets.
fucking that have left the cages set up during the Obama era, not the Trump era, as the media would have to have you believe, that are just taking these kids without fucking parents or any guidance to different states in the middle of the fucking night, super secretly, secret squirrel stuff.
So human trafficking is defined as the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. So even from the facts of them moving them from Texas to Martha's Vineyard, that is not human trafficking.
No. But if it is, then vis-a-vis by extension, according to the law degree I just got online, that it means moving children in the middle of the
Phoenix
night.
University.
Phoenix with a F, not
Yeah.
not a PH. It's mildly accredited. It's questionably accredited.
Associated with Trump University. It's a satellite.
It sounds, based upon my knowledge of the facts,
even the kid thing, that's technically not, by definition, not human trafficking either.
according to AOC, just moving migrants is human trafficking.
Oh, yeah, if we go
so
off AOC's
moving child
fucking-
migrants must be child trafficking.
Well, yeah, but see,
We solved it, guys.
I use the Oxford
Gals.
dictionary. She uses the bullshit dictionary. So
No.
how
How dare you? She is the light of this generation. She will be
Correct.
president, even though she doesn't know if she's going to be alive next month.
Because
circumstances.
of all of the massive amounts of attempts to kill her.
You're going to be trafficked roads. Also go get you.
Bitch, you don't got to traffic anything. Just send me an invite. Shit.
Get up in my DMs.
Drop me a pin, boy. You don't got to traffic a damn thing. Better hope I don't hit traffic on my way.
I mean, that's the whole Martha's Vineyard thing. It's like they sent
Yeah.
50 people to fucking Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard lost their shit, immediately got rid of them.
Yeah.
AOC says it's human trafficking. Therefore, by extension, moving kids in the middle of the night secretly is child trafficking. Joey Boombox.
Oh, Joey B. Right?
And that's
Although-
what I got on Martha's Vineyard.
On a small, appreciate the game, right? Like sometimes you just gotta appreciate the hustle, even though you might not agree with it. How top shelf petty is not only them, transporting the immigrants to a largely democratic space, right? They could have, transported them to San Francisco.
I also don't care if the
DC.
Queen is dead.
Oh yeah, no, definitely fine with that. The Fox News anchors were like, "Oh, let's ship them to DC, to New York City, let them see."
Did that? Sanctuary.
But-
they sent them to sanctuary
Yeah,
states.
to sanctuary
and the
cities.
sanctuary states
But
decided
the highest level
that they're not
of-
sanctuary cities. States.
right? They're not.
Real
But
quick.
that high
Real
level-
fucking quick.
That high level pettiness is the fact that they didn't not only send them to sanctuary democratic cities, they sent 50 Venezuelan migrants to the whitest place
White.
on the earth. Martha's fucking Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard probably allegedly only has like 4 black people. The Obamas and P. Diddy, who throws the white party, which after I found out that they fucking immediately expelled these migrants, it ruined half my fucking title for this episode.
So I went to go search Martha Vineyard's demographics, and it was the 4th thing that popped up on
it's
Google.
so white.
Let's see here. I'm scrolling down. There's There's a lot of fucking breakdowns on this.
It's going to be off, though.
Oh, really? Not
the
a single
help
thing
is going to
about
be
race,
included.
but it's all about who has a car, who doesn't have a car. I don't fucking give a shit. I want to know who's white and who's not white.
You can't tell anymore, you know.
Oh no, you can fucking tell.
You just can't call somebody white these days. That could be offensive.
Okay, I gotta go to a different page. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
That
It's
one
okay.
wasn't right.
We know it's full of white people, and that's okay. I don't got a problem.
86.9% white. The next highest percentage, 4.5% mixed, 3.7% black. So
Okay.
there are 14.8 thousand people in Martha's Vineyard. I was about to say Martha Stewart.
Yes.
In Martha's Vineyard,
You leave her alone.
right? In Martha's Vineyard that are white. And then the next largest population is mixed and black, and there's 634 black people.
I nailed it. I was basically right.
Yeah, out of an overall population of like 16,000 people. Like, I come from Idaho, and that's
those
pretty
50
close
people out
demographic.
real fucking quick.
Oh, yeah.
So quick.
Yeah,
so
I'm
quick.
from Idaho, and that demographic breakdown's pretty relative.
Do you think,
and that's
you know,
pretty
and this
bad.
is just, you know, assumption on our part. Do you think they asked them if they wanted to go? Like, hey, would you like to leave now?
Oh, ask if they want to like leave Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah. Like, hey, welcome to Martha's Vineyard. Would you like to stay, or would you like to, all 50 of you, miraculously, all 50 of you, would you like to, do you all agree to leave at the same time?
I mean,
Nobody wanted to stay? Nobody fucking wanted to stay?
At least two of them wanted to actually go to Martha's Vineyard, or at least the surrounding area, right? Because out of that demographic, like at least one of them had like a cousin that works there.
Yeah, fucking kitchen somewhere probably. It's just the way when you have 86% of the culture and the amount of wealth there are going to be undocumented people there. It's gonna happen, guaranteed.
Yes, because even though this is 2022, and man, come on, let's be honest. If there is a place that has a restaurant and or fields or farms or some sort of manual, not forced labor, but service labor.
Definitely not forced labor.
No, not forced labor. We don't do that anymore.
That's prison slavery.
Right? But, service labor, 90% of those people are going to be of a minority. Because, and 90% of them are going to be minority, and at least 90% of that are going to be immigrants, because they come to this country, and even if they did have a prior certification or qualification in their country, usually it doesn't transfer. So then they have to get whatever jobs they can, and that's in the service labor force, which is how it is. And a lot of white people generally don't want those jobs. So
a lot of Americans, let's be fair. A lot of Americans don't want jobs these days. Nobody wants to work these days.
Oh no. That's what you know what? I agree with Fox News on this. When people bitch about
we have breaking news, everyone. An earthquake rated at 9.4 on the Richter scale has been recorded in Martha's Vineyard. Repo says it was caused by the residents simultaneously slamming their doors and locking their deadbolts across the area. More to come at 9. Back to me.
You forgot the 4-point aftershock of all the people driving down the road rolling up their windows.
Everyone drove that day. No one was on bikes. They were all afraid.
Yep. Everyone that was driving that day was just like, oh, roll them up.
Apparently, that's how people are going to see Disney movies now. Because what do we got now? The internet's losing it over fucking
illegals.
Yeah, it's illegal Ariel. She tried to leave Atlantis undocumented. So 2 years ago, we had a show with the initial. This is how long the new Little Mermaid's been in production. This is probably like 2 years ago or some shit. This was like before Corona became fucking Corona.
Well, didn't they do the live action musical first?
No, I'm talking specifically about this new
The
version.
movie. Well, yeah, I think it was like 2018. I think they came out with the live action musical, and they're using the same actress. I think.
I have no idea, if I'm going to be honest with you on that one. What I will say, for me, I honestly don't give a shit if Ariel's black. I don't get it. So the uproar has been that in 24 hours it got like 2 million dislikes on YouTube, and I thought YouTube removed the dislike button, but apparently people solved it.
They removed it?
Yeah, I guess it's back. And
I didn't know they removed it.
Yeah, they removed the dislike button. Now it's back, I guess, just in time for fucking The Little Mermaid. And it got 2 million dislikes in like 24 hours.
That's a lot.
I mean,
not my Disney.
Okay. Okay. I don't give a shit what Ariel looks like. I will say that I don't think it's racist, at least in some aspects. I think it's conditioning. We have seen Alabaster Redhead fucking Ariel, the cartoon, for at least the last 30 years. Anytime you think of a fucking mermaid, you're thinking about goddamn red-haired Alabaster fucking cartoon Ariel.
Seashell
Think of
titties.
one other. Seashell titties. Name one other mermaid. Go ahead, I dare you.
Barbie.
Don't count.
Paw Patrol.
What? These don't count. Oh my gosh.
There's a very significant episode where they became mermaids. So
every cartoon has become a mermaid. I saw a Transformers episode where they turned into fucking mermaids.
I actually want to see that.
I think
so
it's more so.
This?
No, Halle Bailey. It's very close.
Yeah, she's the. Okay. I was like, play like the mom or something.
I don't know. She plays the king. I don't know. Maybe she's Sebastian. Maybe she's Flounder. I don't fucking know.
I agree with you in that, right?
About the conditioning aspect of it, or do you think it's racist? Okay.
No, because I think a majority of it is racist, and or people can't articulate themselves well enough. Because I think a majority of it is people being upset because of the conditioning, but not being able to articulate it enough as to why it upsets them. Because I don't give a shit.
Austin, when do you want to come on the show, dude?
Because I don't give a shit.
Ariel definitely lives on the coast of Martha's Vineyard. You damn right.
Yeah. I don't give a shit if she's black, Asian. I don't give a shit, right? If she's a good actress and she does the role well.
Yeah, she got to have them pipes. She got to be able to sing that shit. If she can't sing, get the fuck out.
She's got to nail it. But I don't give a shit. The only thing that I would give a shit about with her being black is if they did it purposely just to make the character black, not because the actress was good. Because if you're going to change the story itself to then, the demographics of the whole underwater community and actually make it, I don't know, historically accurate to Atlantis, then yeah, that's cool. But change the story. If you're going to do the same exact story and just be like, you know what we should do? Pander and make her black. Then that upsets me, not because she's black, but because you're pandering. Because then that's pandering to an audience, a group of people that desperately need and want representation. And you're just doing it for their money, not for the actual act.
I mean, it is business.
Well, it is, but it should be for virtue of representation, not just being like, you know what will make all of the minorities feel good if we casted them in a movie that's traditionally white people.
It's just gonna make the white people that hate themselves feel good. Oh, look, good for you. Good for you,
Yeah, right.
Disney.
That's the only time that I would be upset about it. And of course, we'll never know for sure if they actually did it. But I agree. The only reason for myself that it like I don't necessarily like it is because it's exactly what you said. It's the conditioning of Ariel.
There is
growing
conditioning
up with
to it.
Yeah, it's just it's not necessarily conditioning. It's just saturation, right?
Yeah.
Watching the
I'd say
same
they
Little
play hand in
Mermaid
hand.
movie. Yeah, it's not really conditioning, right? It wasn't Disney going, "This is what a mermaid looks like. They're white. They'll always be white." It's just that's the one movie that was ever the Little Mermaid, and the subsequent, movies after that went straight to like fucking VHS. But it's just saturation of it. This is what we grew up with. This is what we watched over and over again. This is what my daughters have watched 1,000 fucking times, right? Because it's the one that we know. And then now they're coming out with a new one because, in all honesty, that's a 30-year-old fucking movie, and it's about time that they redo it. And they redo it to rebrand it towards today's generation and represent them. So I'm not surprised. Am I leery about it? Oh, no, Ursula is played by Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
And-
Austin. We're gonna boycott this. I do want Terry Crews. However,
They've already
I
casted it.
I want John Leguizamo
King Triton
as
is Javier Bardem.
what? None of this isn't making sense. None of this. Okay, here's where I'm
Looking
going.
at it right now.
I'm casting 2 characters right now. I want
already
Gabriel Iglesias to be Flounder, and I want John Leguizamo to be Sebastian. Let's just go all in on this.
Sebastian apparently is Davy Diggs.
Who the fuck is that?
Davy Diggs was in Hamilton. He played
Davy Diggs.
Yeah, because Lin-Manuel Miranda, of course, wrote the music.
Oh, I've seen this guy before.
Yeah.
What else has he been in?
Aquafina plays Scuttle. I'm okay
I
with
don't even
that.
know who Scuttle is. Who the fuck is Scuttle?
Scuttle is the fucking the seagull.
Oh, sure. If you say so.
Scuttle is a very important character.
Is it? You know what's the most important character in that goddamn movie? The fucking fork.
The dinglehopper. You fucking
you watch your whore mouth. That's a dinglehopper.
yeah, you fucking Neanderthal.
Austin got you. Of course, you've watched Hamilton.
It was actually a pretty good fucking musical. I had no idea
I've
what
never
the fuck
seen
was
it.
going on because I'm not good at listening to hip hop music when they talk too fast, and I was very lost. I had to turn on subtitles.
At the end, you were like, good for you. Good for you.
I was just entertained. I didn't give a shit that the characters were black or Mexican. I didn't give a fuck. You want to know why? Because actors are actors. I don't give
You
a
can't
shit.
no more. You can't do that no more.
Well, I don't
That's the
give a
thing.
shit what your race like. If you're a bomb ass actor and you're playing a character, especially in a Broadway musical, okay, you play that character. Now, if they're making a biopic fucking biography
Biopic?
on George, no biopic.
Biopic?
That's one way to pronounce it. If they are making a, fucking documentary movie on, let's say, JFK or George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, fucking Ludacris can't play George Washington.
Let's get Charlemagne the God. If you ain't voting for King Triton, you ain't black. Here, in case you guys want to know how to pronounce biopic, because Cody doesn't know how to pronounce it, Scott Baiopic is what he's saying. That's how you do it, according to the internet.
No, I think the BAI is bi. Biopic? I don't fucking know.
Bio, like biography, whatever. It's okay.
It's a documentary movie, right? Just like if they're going to make it a Martin Luther King one. I
want
can't play.
I want Sean Connery to play Martin Luther King. I want them to dig him up.
I was actually going to say John Cena.
John Cena, but then we won't be able to see him.
That's a good point. Well, we paint his face.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you can get away with that if you're the Canadian Prime Minister.
Oh no, he definitely didn't get away with that.
He definitely got away with it 100% because he's still the Canadian Prime Minister.
He didn't get removed from office, but he got dragged through the mud pretty bad in Canada.
Not only did he paint his face, but on his ripped jeans, he made sure the entire rest of his body that was exposed was also in black paint. And this motherfucker, anybody in Canada watching this shit, you let that motherfucker take your guns.
Well, yeah, you did do that. You did do that. Yeah, you did that willingly. Gary Busey is fucking
Gary Busey as MLK. I like it. It should be rotating. Like Gary Busey does some scenes, and then Randy Quaid, and then Dennis Quaid for no reason,
and then Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Yep, I like it.
Charlie Sheen is MLK. It's a multi-person documentary, and then Bryan Cranston at the very end.
Oh yeah, he plays what you call it? I forgot his name. Never mind. Fuck that bit.
Was it someone who's supposed to be known for being around MLK?
It would have been funny, but I can't remember his name.
Reverend Al Sharpton.
Yep.
Bryan Cranston will play Reverend Al Sharpton. And Kanye West will play LBJ.
Kanye West is going to star in the George W. Bush movie, and then
as George W. Bush, and
then there's going to be like a white guy playing Kanye, and he's going to be
fantastic.
Like George Bush doesn't like white people, while Awkwafina plays as fucking Mike Myers being surprised, like.
What is this from?
You don't remember this?
Oh,
it was during Katrina.
Really young for most of the Bush fucking.
It was during Katrina, and the celebrities were doing a fucking telethon or whatever the fuck, and Kanye West is there with Mike Myers, and Kanye West just randomly said George Bush doesn't like black people or doesn't care about black people, and Mike Myers, fresh off fucking like Austin Powers and fucking Shrek, he's like.
Like he's like, so anything I say, I'm in trouble, right? I can't say anything anymore.
Austin knows.
Dude, I was not paying attention to the fucking news back then. I was in middle school. The fact I heard, Louisiana was flooded and had a thought, I'm in Idaho. That's nowhere near me. And that's where that thought went. It went away, and then I probably went off and like fucking groped my girlfriend or something. I don't fucking know. Went off, made out behind a shed, and had an over the pants handy. That's probably what happened.
Let me see how long this video is. I'll send it to you in just a moment. No, that's not it. That's
the Kanye West video.
Yeah. No, I'm not finding a good one. Like straight to the point. Oh, maybe this is it.
But Javier Bardem.
Never mind. Fuck it.
All right. The guy who's playing King Triton in the movie is he was the main bad guy in Skyfall, in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Javier Bardem is.
Tell no tales. He was the Spaniard guy. Yeah. He's playing King Triton.
That's all right. I mean, he was also in No Country for Old Men. Was he the fucking He was the dude fucking ganking people with a fucking cow fucking brain skewer. Whatever the fuck you call those things.
Cattle prod?
Yeah.
We're talking about the brain bolt.
Yeah, the brain bolt thing.
Yeah, that's the technical name. The brain bolt.
Idahoan over the pants handy is my new band name.
That's actually not bad.
Name.
That's actually
pretty
not
good.
Bad.
That's pretty good. I wish I would have trademarked that.
And you're just going to play punk rock polka music? It's punk rock folk emo. That actually sounds like a dope band, to be honest. Goth folk music by Idahoan over the pants handy.
Oh, man.
Oh, but yes,
Crazy.
I don't give a shit about her being black.
I don't care
either. The movie's good. The movie's good. If it's trash, then I won't let my kids watch it because it's trash.
Should your children feel ashamed if they ask why Ariel looks different?
No, and also my kids don't give a shit because, like most people's children, if they're not raised in a house of hate, my 5-year-old doesn't give a fuck. Didn't even point it out. My wife had my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter watch the trailer the other day, and they freaked the fuck out. They loved it. They thought it was the best fucking thing since Paw Patrol, and they want to go see it in theaters. And immediately, as soon as Ariel was on the screen, the first thing my daughter said, she turned to my wife and was like, "She is beautiful." That is the only thing my kid said, was that she is beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, because she's 5. She doesn't know the difference between it doesn't fucking matter to kids. It's not knowing the difference because it's simply just a fact of more or less melanin in our skin. It doesn't matter. But my 5-year-old doesn't give a rat's ass if Ariel's black or not.
I just gotta see somebody's face drowning them in theater butter. Comical. But I just want to see that in the theater. Like somebody's like kid be like, why does Ariel look this way?
Yeah, you're just walking into the movie theater behind a family, and the littlest one turns to their parent, "Mommy, I thought Ariel was white." And then that mom, like,
just fucking mortified.
oh, yeah, that mom being like, "We say that shit in the house, but we don't say that in fucking public." Just doing that, like, very, like, obviously trying to look like my kid never says that shit around there. Where would they learn that? Like, oh, honey, like, oh, just stop it, get the fuck out here. Come on.
You're going straight to the butter pump.
I think, am I, like, publicly obligated at that point to then just eyeball the mom? So when then she looks around like, did anyone hear that? We can just lock eyes and I go, yeah, we all heard that. We all heard that. You're tiny child and you, lady. You're all going to hell.
That's going to be fucking hilarious. I'm going to go to every screening of Little Mermaid until I see that situation
every
happen.
theater just to hear it.
Just to see the shame.
Or people taking their kids to another movie and their kid being like, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to go see Ariel. I want to go see Ariel." And like the dad going, "No, we don't watch that one.
We watch the original one. That's the best one. It's pure. I got it on VHS, DVD, Betamax."
Like, as I'm getting older, I realize that we're getting older, and like those old parents you remember for like when you were a kid, like that's me at this age now. It's just really hard for me to then replace those people that I grew up around back home with my friends my age, because us being millennials, like at least being in the military, being around all these different people, like it's very hard for me to imagine those conversations happening between a parent my age and their child. Like back in the 90s, 100% that would have been a conversation that was had in the movie theater. Not in my house.
Definitely. Like even when did fucking Affleck Daredevil come out and people weren't aware that fucking Michael Clark Duncan was fucking the Kingpin? He played a great Kingpin. Arguably,
great fucking Kingpin.
I don't know. It depends where you're at on the D'Onofrio stuff. I
like D'Onofrio. He's not bad.
He's good. I don't think he had enough wiggle room in there though.
But also
he's a really great actor. He just didn't have room to like fuck around.
Yeah. Well, I feel that with Michael Clark Duncan and fucking Daredevil, he didn't really like. He did a great Kingpin, but he didn't really have a lot of space to like be
watching the movie Snow White.
Yeah, he didn't really have a lot of space to like be Kingpin.
Yeah,
in Daredevil, like he was just big and domineering and beat the shit out of him for a little bit, but like he didn't really get a chance to like be Kingpin. At least in the new Daredevil, D'Onofrio, like they gave him scenes and actual like times to emote and like speeches. In the original Affleck Daredevil movie, they didn't do that with fucking.
He was probably the best part of the movie, though. Everybody else was trash in that movie. He was probably the best part of the movie.
So this is not going to surprise anyone.
What?
I love that movie.
Of course you do.
Because I'm a trash person. And you know what I love secondly because of that movie?
What?
Electra.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great movie.
It really isn't.
Oh no,
It's so bad.
It's terrible. It's trash. It's utter trash.
So bad.
It's utter trash.
Yeah, Austin, you're the only one that hates superhero movies. The numbers are in. And you are in the minority, my guy.
You're the only one. I love the Daredevil character, and I love I can't remember his name, the actor who plays in the Netflix show now as Daredevil.
Yeah.
I think he does a fantastic fucking job, and comparing him and Affleck, obviously it's obvious who's the better one.
Charlie
but
Cox.
I still have
I was gonna say Dave
think
Cox.
It's the fact that it came out when I was a kid. Like I have just a special place for that Daredevil. And then also fucking Colin Farrell as Bullseye.
So bad.
So terrible, but
so bad.
So great. So great.
Questioning everything.
It's such a... Ladies and gentlemen, I realize when I like a trash movie that it's trash. I know that. I know I like trash movies, but I can't help it. I like Blade Trinity. I like Daredevil. I like Batman Forever. Y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Batman Forever was not a bad one. Let's be real.
Was Batman Forever bat nipples?
I mean, didn't they all have nipples though?
No. George Clooney's was the only one with nipples. That was his fucking. Way. That was his. That was his point. Like they were like, "We want you to do this movie." He's like, "I will only do it if you give the suit nipples." And then years after, he has been noted in interviews saying, "Yeah, that was a mistake." He's like, "I don't even know why I wanted nipples on the suit. I think I just wanted to have that as like a bargaining point." And they said yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that Batman Forever?
Now, it was Batman and Robin.
Oh, Batman and Robin, yes.
Because that was the one that had Alicia Silverstone. Her nipples are not as prominent as their nipples.
Yeah, as the bat suit nipples. Yeah, sadly. Batman Forever was the Michael Keaton.
Kilmer. No,
Kilmer.
Yes.
Which apparently Michael Keaton had may be coming back.
No, that movie got canceled.
As Old Man. Oh, did it?
Yeah, Batgirl.
Batman Beyond?
That was
Wait, it was supposed to be Batgirl?
He was supposed to be in Batgirl, but he's also supposed to be in The Flash. And the rumor is that they removed all the Keaton scenes and put in Affleck.
For The Flash?
Yeah.
But who's playing The Flash?
It's still Ezra Miller until like the end of the movie when they probably replace it with like Grant Gustin or something.
How is it Ezra Miller? I thought they like super canceled him.
Oh no, he's fucking done. But they probably spent so much money on this movie.
So they're still gonna release it?
Yeah, so far.
I mean, they killed Batgirl. Why not just fucking be like, yeah, Flash is gone too?
They might as well can the whole thing then. Like, don't even if they got to cancel this movie. Like the goal for this movie is just to like get through the movie and introduce a different Flash at the end.
Just kill Ezra Miller and be like, Wally West, ladies and gentlemen.
Ezra Miller, he surprisingly just died at the end of the movie in the last scene. Here's Grant Gustin or somebody else. Or Laverne Cox as the Flash.
Yeah, they won't even continue with that same Flash. They'll just immediately be like, this is Wally West. Here you go. Here's another
Anne
guy.
Hathaway, Catwoman motorcycle scene. You know what? I've only watched that third Batman movie of the Dark Knight trilogy once. I did not enjoy it. I could not get past, even though Anne Hathaway, lips to God's ears. What a gem.
Is that the Bane one, right? The third one, Bane?
That movie was all over the place. It was like the people who did the X-Men did that movie, where they just like, here are the things that you want, just X-Men? Jumbled up. Huh?
All the X-Men?
All the X-Men movies. Outside of the first one. The second one was all right. The second one was good.
You mean the OG one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah, I mean,
else is
First
like,
Class
hey,
wasn't bad.
we're gonna introduce 47 characters. They're gonna be titled. They're gonna be given credits in the fucking in the credits under the named character. But they have no lines
never
and they're being
introduced them.
used in 47 different ways.
Yep. They never introduced them. They were walking in the background at the school. No lines. They gave every background actor a character's name.
Just to say we got
by
him.
the way, yeah, which, by the way, per canon, they were never in school at the same time.
No. Emma Frost was not fucking Wolverine's girlfriend's fucking sister, and then somehow came back older in First Class as a different person. Like, come on.
Their continuity, there's just fucking everywhere. Because like they did the first three, and they're like, all right, let's do a Wolverine standalone. And they're like, okay, cool, that sounds great. Is that gonna be like on its own or like in the same universe? And they got like halfway through it, and they're like, fuck it, like combine it. And they're like, okay, fine. And then First Class, and they're like, wait, we already did the Emma Frost fucking character, and they're like, fuck it, just combine it, bro. Timelines. I don't fucking know.
What is the dude's
Jamie
Austin
Foxx.
brings him. I would take a Jamie Foxx Green Lantern movie. He couldn't play Hal Jordan. He's got to play fucking what's his name? The Marine dude.
Why is he got to play? Why?
Because I don't want him to.
Why?
I would rather him play this established character
That
already,
is.
what is his name?
I know who you're
like-
talking about. I can't remember his name either.
He's the Marine sniper dude, John Stewart. John
Yes.
Stewart. I'll take a Jamie Foxx, John Stewart fucking Green Lantern movie or Black Lantern.
I
If we want to get real nerdy, the Black Lanterns are canon.
I mean, Black Lantern, I'm like, that's an entirely different emotion.
the Black Lanterns are zombie lanterns.
Yeah, I'm like, that's an entirely different Lantern Corps fucking nerd moment.
Actually,
I mean, since we're on the topic of fucking nerd things, how do you feel about Black Adam?
I think this movie needs
Because
to make
they
all the
changed
money.
some shit like halfway through, right? They're like, it's
Yeah.
gonna be Black Adam. Here's the Rock, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, here's also the Justice
Here's the
Society.
Justice Society because we couldn't pull off
Yeah.
the fucking Justice League because everybody we hired was fucking retarded.
Yeah, so here's all these characters that like the nerds will know, but no one has any clue. By the way, here's Pierce Brosnan.
Besides Henry Cavill, there has been no one that's been in the Justice League without fucking well, I guess the dude that plays fucking
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah, everyone loves fucking
So those
Jason
two.
Momoa.
Everybody else has got some fucking drama going
Ben
on.
Affleck.
Ben Affleck has had plenty of fucking drama.
Yeah, but he's been
Gal
Affleck.
Gadot
His
got
drama's been
fucking
his drama's been going on for fucking 30 plus years. No one gives
Yeah.
a shit.
Yeah.
What did
Well,
Gal
like,
Gadot
everybody-
do?
She started off with at the beginning of the pandemic doing a cover with other rich celebrities
Yeah,
of
I remember that. That was
the
terrible.
Beatles song,
Yeah.
and people immediately hated her. And we've talked about it before. She was in the fucking Israeli SF, right? So
No, she
with-
was just she was in the Israeli military. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way. So obviously, there's going to be aspects of her that are pro-Israel, and there's a big
Oh
Israel-Palestine
yeah, because she's
conflict going
Israeli.
on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. She might
people-
have some like dedication to the country that she served for. Yeah, maybe.
And that second
That makes
fucking
sense.
Wonder Woman was so fucking bad.
It was.
Just
I
so-
actually really need to go back and watch it just to remind myself how bad it was.
It's so fucking bad.
See, people, I don't always like trash movies. It's just when I
So
do.
bad. So bad. She raped a dude.
100%.
She raped a dude.
And no one's talking about it.
I don't care if the spirit of your
one's
wishback
talking about it.
boyfriend was in somebody else's body. That
No.
was somebody else's body. Conveniently, every picture that dude had in his house was him with other dudes. So she probably raped some gay dude. There was
You wanna
not a
know why
picture.
No one talked about it because it was a chick. Because it was Gal Gadot and she's hot. So everyone was cool with it. But you
know what
bet your fucking ass if they would have switched that to, I don't know, let's say fucking Thor.
Uh,
The last Thor movie, right? And it happened in there. If like he slept with the fucking doctor, I can't remember her name, female Thor, because she had like a different soul in her body or something, people would have gone batshit.
Hollywood knows it was bad. Patty Jenkins, the one that first off, she had assistance from the comic book writers in the first movie. The first movie's a fucking banger till the end. The second movie, she wrote by herself because everybody.
All by herself.
She went all by herself in on this
Never
one.
go
She
free
took
solo on comic
she at
books.
least took the majority of the writing credit for that movie. It was really fucking bad, and everything else she's been done that she was going to do has been shelved. They just announced that the fucking Star Wars movie that she was supposed to do after all the fucking Wonder Woman 2 hype before Wonder Woman 2 came out is basically shelved.
Although I will give credit to Kristen Wiig, who I thought did do well in the movie. I didn't hate her and her character. I did enjoy her in the movie.
I think she was working with what she had. It was just a shitty movie. I'm surprised people like Pedro Pascal after that movie because he was fucking trash in that movie too.
Yeah, but I think he's done great in so many things, though. Everyone
Like
was
what?
like,
Like
give
what?
him the slide.
The Mandalorian. What else? I'm in the minority here. I don't think he's that great.
See, he is one of those actors that, like, I just can't recall. But once I look at it, I'll be able to tell because I actually do really enjoy him. He was good in Game of Thrones. I really liked him in Game of Thrones.
Okay. He was in like 3 episodes.
Yeah, and he was like hands down my favorite fucking character until he got his head smashed in. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Should have wore the helmet.
Should have wore the fucking helmet. Should have wore the helmet.
He hasn't done a lot. I mean, he's got a lot of shit out there.
He's done a lot, but done a lot. That's that.
He was in an episode of Buffy, I guess.
Yeah, I'm also looking at it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of besides Mandalorian, Game of Thrones. He was in the Kingsman, I guess, the Golden Circle. I don't know. I don't remember him from that shit. Yep.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he was. He was like,
if you say so.
He like backstabbed him. He was in there for a little bit. Yeah, he played a bad guy.
I'm waiting for the Last of Us TV series to come out and see if he can pull that role off. Because if you play the video game, Joel is a very fucking like put together fucking character. This is like my Joel is a fucking Southern white guy, not fucking Pedro Pascal. I'm gonna do it right now. Pedro Pascal is not my Joel.
Well, I mean, sometimes there can be, bring it all the way back to the Ariel thing. Sometimes there can be writer's freedom, right? And especially if you have an actor in mind, right? And they have the aesthetic, the look, but they just happen to be, let's say, of a different race, right? Different ethnicity. You know what? That's your freedom to kind of mold that as you may be. But then also some characters, especially when they're iconic, like the Last of Us character, right? Like the Little Mermaid, that can be switched around because essentially it's just a young girl who can sing. That could be a black girl.
The
right?
whole basis of the movie is that she's different from everybody else because she's a fucking mermaid. She can look like anything, people.
Right? And so that's fine.
Although scientifically, there's no sunlight going to the ocean, which will cause the increased melanin, but that's a whole different thing. We did that like 2 years ago.
Wait, you mean the lack of melanin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
so
the
she
lack
would
of
be
sunlight.
fucking white as shit.
Yes.
Even though historically in the actual lore in the book written, she's green, but that's also fine. Right? But if you have an iconic character that is like gruff and is very much like that character's entire being is built around a certain ethnicity or like theme, right? If you have a character that is Southern and the point of his character is the fact that he's fucking Southern and like just white country boy, you're going to be hard pressed to change him to fucking Idris Elba. Okay.
I wouldn't accept Idris Elba as Joel either. This is an iconic character for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just it's so like just that character is that character. It's like if they redid, like they're redoing Roadhouse, and if they redid Sam Elliott's character as any other person than, for one, Sam Elliott, but any other person other than someone who looks and acts just like Sam Elliott, because that character is him. So if all of a sudden fucking Michael B. Jordan was playing that fucking character, I'd be a little upset. Sling blade.
That's fucking sling blade. Austin, goddamn.
I can do it. Why can you do it? Because I'm Idris Elba.
You know what I think? Underrated. I don't know the last time I tried to watch it again the other night, but I was tired because I was fucking tired all this week.
Sling Blade?
No, not Sling Blade. The Footloose remake is a fantastic fucking remake. It's got all the representation you need for today's world.
Movie, not the musical.
The movie, yeah. The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen this the remake of Footloose?
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. I watched it occasionally.
It has oh fuck, what is it?
It's got Pedro Pascal as
yeah. It's got Miles Teller in it. Yeah, no, that's a great one.
I think that's a great remake.
Yeah, I've had friends.
It's not shot for shot. It's got representation. Yeah. It doesn't fucking change things so dramatically because
it's
again,
not shot for shot, but it's enough.
It's pretty damn close.
It's pretty fucking close. But it's enough to like fill it. But you can also tell that like they took their small liberties where they could do it without changing the whole movie. I think they did the remake justice.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I watch it occasionally. Just get me some Footloose on. I'm gonna watch that shit tonight and go to sleep after I finish The Imperfects.
Right? Oh, The Imperfects. Yeah, fucking. I'm probably gonna be up super fucking late watching it too. It's great, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't watched The Imperfects yet, it's great. As always, when it's just me and Rico and we don't have angry Tyler to fucking fuel the political fires, we fucking dive down into our nerd holes and start talking about comic movies and stuff.
I don't have a lot of fight in me today. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking tired. Here we have a third topic too. Are you ready?
Are you talking about the Harley Quinn season 3?
I can't even get through the first 3 episodes on that. It is not good.
I actually really like it.
That show took a deep dive. The third topic on today's episode,
lesbian poison ivy.
I mean, I'm about that. I mean, if that is basically
that's the third season.
The Dow crashed during the fucking Inflation Reduction Act Jamboree. I mean, really, that's all that happened. The Inflation Reduction Act, which does nothing for inflation, but it is mostly about the environment. Yeah, the Dow crashed during that. And that was the fucking quick hits.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, during the quick hits, why didn't they like delve into that? Is that important?
Pretty important.
Probably not.
it's kind of important. And any company
Shit's still expensive, and I got
it's getting
paid.
Way more expensive.
Yeah, it's
way
still
more
getting
expensive.
more expensive. I got paid, and I'm in my house. So yeah, no, doesn't matter to me. Fucking no, because when your house is on fire, right? But then, as you're trying to escape and or put out the fire, a band of evil clowns jump out of an impossibly small clown car and then start shooting at that house while you're trying to put it out.
And then Nancy Pelosi gives you the full-on prompt to fucking applause.
Yeah.
That was an applause line, everybody. Yay!
Yeah. When that happens, guess what? Your house is still on fire. So it's like, are the clowns worrying?
Everything's fine.
Should I be worried about the clowns? Yeah, they're shooting at me. Is Nancy Pelosi equally, if not more terrifying than said clown horde? Yes. But house still on fire. So our country, right? This dumpster fire of a life, on fire.
Place.
Dow crashing, shitty fucking bill going through that probably is not going to do anything as to what it really is.
I
It's
saw
just going
a
to
tweet
put pockets
earlier.
into people's things. It's just
They're
going to put money in
investing
people's pockets.
in offshore floating wind fucking turbines that should be good to go by 2030, guys. Fingers crossed, 2030.
I always love it when they spend an unimaginable amount of money that we don't have now for something that we'll have 30 years from now. I fucking love it when they do
Squad pulls up and you drive by. That's true.
that. Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's
Yes.
it's nuts.
Your house is still on fire.
God.
So, yeah.
What are we saying? Like another 600 million to the Ukraine? I mean, are we at the point? You know, I was very pro Ukraine. I'm pretty sure now at this point, I'm convinced we're just washing money and sending.
Like
fucking,
Ukraine's just our launder.
Yep, we're just like washing money and setting up golden parachutes for all the Democrats at this point. There's like, are we the only
Ukraine
ones?
is our Korean laundromat.
You never see the fucking UK sending fucking $47 billion to fucking Ukraine or anybody else for that matter.
None of them.
It's getting sketch, Joe. I'm rooting for Ukraine, I really am. But Joey, it's getting kind of sketch, my guy.
Well, my question is, when do we get to the point where we've sent so much money that literally just deploying the troops would have been easier? Like,
I don't know.
What is the price mark that it actually would have been more cost affordable to go into war? Like, when,
I don't know.
and you know it's bad when I'm saying maybe we should just have gone to war.
I mean, I've been saying since the beginning we probably should have been boots. We could have saved so much fucking money if we'd have gone boots on the ground already.
In a safe job, people. This is coming from a person who probably high percentage would be there. Like, when do we? What is our price cap on?
I don't know.
No, it's like when you have some renovations around the house, right? And you're like, oh, I'm just going to do it myself, save some money. But you forget to add in the fact that you're going to have to go buy the tools, all the stuff, the shit you fuck up, all of the mistakes. And then you get to a point you're like, I'm at the point where I just could have hired a professional and had this done already. And I could have not have had any of this headaches. I wouldn't have called my wife a cunt out of frustration. Like, my kids wouldn't be crying right now because I've scarred them for life because daddy's drinking too much at noon. Like, I feel like I could have saved a lot of turmoil and money. And I want to know, where's our fucking family trauma money cap on $46 trillion spent? Should have just sent in first calf.
God, it's getting so sketch at this point. Like, guys, we just can't. We got to turn off the printing press at some point. We just can't keep fucking printing and printing and printing.
Well, and that's the thing. It's even easier because they're not printing fuck all. They're just putting numbers on a computer that are lining up, and then it just goes somewhere.
And then they cash app to Ukraine. What's your name? What's your Ukraine 69? Got you.
Venmo.
Oh, cash app's down. We'll use Venmo. You take Facebook fucking payments?
Facebook Pay.
Like,
Meta
bro.
Pay.
It's
like, when do
crazy.
we get to
This
that
war
point?
it's gone on for so long, and they're doing great things over there. You know, they've got some great financial
Ukraine's
backing.
fucking holding their ass down.
They just took out the past week, we'll say, because I don't know the exact timeline. They took out like 100 tanks, Russia's biggest fucking tank force, and they fucking took it out. And then they took land back from the Russians.
Have you seen
they're
the video
doing things.
of the Ukrainian soldiers shooting a shoulder-fired missile, a rocket launcher, at a Russian tank while listening to
Our
Unfortunate
special
Son?
correspondent, Austin, he found Zelensky's fucking cash app.
As Austin very quickly makes a Cash App account.
Zelensky 6969420. Fucking send it.
You know your boy's got a real professional Cash App. Yeah. Have you seen that video of the Ukrainian soldier shooting the fucking rocket launcher at a Russian tank while listening to Unfortunate Son? Like, that soldier
No, I have
out
not
America'd America. And I'm not even mad. Like,
It's
you know it's gone too long. having the fact that when I listen to Fox News, they don't talk about it at all now. That's how you know that it's gone on too long. Because Fox News obviously doesn't like the Russians because Biden and bullshit, right? So they're all about like going to war ever since this started. Just put Putin in this in bank. Right? Fox News has been campaigning for a fucking war with Russia since they first stepped in Ukraine. So because of that, now we're at the point that Fox News hasn't said shit in like a couple months.
Dude. Nobody
you
has.
know it's going to go on too long. If they're not,
really
they're
like
going to miss
talking
a
about it
point
much
to
anymore.
pander.
The only time I see anything about it lately is when Ukraine takes back some key ground, or we're sending more money over there. We don't got it. We don't got it, Joe.
Well, like I said,
emptied out the piggy bank.
Like, when did we get to the point of like, also when did we get to the point where like how much money we're sending over is the equivalent of sending a fighting force, and Russia's like, hey, like that I don't understand. They're like, we're going to.
I've been saying that from the beginning. How is sending all that money not equivalent to being in the war?
Yes. They're like, we're going to send money because if we go over in war, that's going to be an act of war in Russia, and like, we don't want to do that. And a lot of people are like, you know what, that makes sense. Yeah, of course we don't.
No,
want
it
to go
doesn't.
act of
You're
war
still
with
funding
Russia.
the war.
Yeah, and a lot of us over here like, that's not different. That's like, that is the. You want to know what that is? In the legal example, this is the equivalent. I'm the king of metaphors tonight. You want to know what it is? Okay. It's me not murdering someone, but me paying someone to go murder someone. That is illegal.
Working in the mint has to be the most secure because there ain't no money in there, Austin.
That and the IRS.
Well, they're hiring, and you probably get more action.
Yeah, from the very beginning, I never understood that. They're like, we're sending money over to help them, and I'm like, or they're like, we're just sending weapons. I'm like, oh, our weapons?
We're sending everything but bodies.
In Russia, somehow.
We won't send planes. No fucking
cool
planes.
With that?
No planes, no bodies. Everything else, though, yours.
Yeah. You want to know why Russia's cool with it? Because they're like, okay, fine, give them weapons. They still only have so many soldiers. If we then put soldiers over there, then we outnumber them, and they're like, well, fuck. Because not only are you putting boots on ground, you're now putting boots on ground that are trained with those weapon systems.
Dude, it's such a weird situation. I just like, I'm rooting for them. I swear, I haven't changed my initial feeling on this conflict. I want Ukraine to be able to fucking take back their area and live in peace. I want world peace, just like Sandy Bullock in fucking Miss Congeniality. Great movie too.
Yeah, but I'd really love to be able to afford eggs.
It's nuts.
It's
fucking
problems,
stupid.
Guess what? I live in America. My problems are not going to equate to a kid in Kenya. So I apologize that I won that fucking lottery roll of a birth. Okay? But just because we have a good life, eggs are cool. Eggs are cool.
They're so versatile. You can do so much with them.
We have a good life and I live in a first world country does not mean that I don't get to bitch when my way of life goes down and gets harder, because everyone should deserve our way of life. And granted, other people don't have that, but that's not an excuse for like not being upset when shit changes, because I've worked very hard to have my way of life. You are correct.
And then the government will show up because you don't have a license to fucking grow your own egg seeds.
Oh, 100%. See, that's why I don't have chickens, because I can't have farm animals on post. So I can't have chickens. The government would tell me to get rid of my egg seed planters. And right? Otherwise, I would have a fucking chicken coop. Oh, Garen fucking teed. I'd have 12 goddamn chickens in my backyard right now.
For real. I go through so many fucking eggs. Jesus Christ, man.
I cook like 5 every fucking Saturday morning. But, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that stuck around,
thank you.
You are a gem. Austin, this is my emotional support coop. This is my emotional support chicken. Okay, Sergeant Rhodes, that's your emotional support chicken. Why do you have 8 of them? Well, sir, chickens don't last very
identify as
long,
one.
as you know. Yeah, this is my emotional support flock of chickens. Yeah, they're like a hive mind. They all take different emotional needs off of my shoulders. This is Annie. She's my stress chicken. This is Bobby. He's my anger chicken. This is Clarice. She's just a chicken.
That's just the chicken I fuck.
Yeah, that one's on me, honestly. This one, I understand why you want to get rid of this one. She has no paper. And I'm fucking it. So that's also on me. My bad. One for each of my personalities. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Austin Bish, fucking
MVP
of the fucking month. You were on it tonight. You were on fucking fire. You did
He's
great.
always on fire.
Oh, I mean, he is, but he's usually like, he just throws in, he lobs them. Today, he was fucking
Zoned in.
railing those down the fucking pipe. He was just fucking spitfiring. Oh, like a B-52 just coming in, just fucking bombing. It was great. But for everyone else who watched this
Live or
menagerie,
catching after the fact.
great.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Love you guys. Thank you. You can watch us on pretty much everything. I'm pretty positive you can get us in like a magical pond if you say our names
Yes.
3 times. If you're in a mirror, you say it 3 times and then grab yourself, we will appear. Yeah. It's a magic trick. We were all cursed by ancient witches. It's a thing. From myself and this beautiful tired man beside me.
I'm so tired. I'm so fucking
So
tired.
We love you. We
Love ya.
appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Find some, even if you don't want to like or subscribe, just say, hey, you ever hear about this underqualified, overcompensated?
Yeah.
I hear they're okay.
Hey, I know of these 3 fucking idiots who like to talk into the interwebs. You have an hour of background noise you need to fill?
Hell yeah.
I can be that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Deuce. Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.